Hey, Bill, I can hear you. You're all good.
Good evening. I want to welcome everybody and get our meeting called to order. This is the Greater Peoria Mass Transit District Board meeting for Monday, February 9th, 2026. We'll start with a roll call.
All right, Chairman Hare.
Here.
Trustee Knox.
Present.
Trustee Sterling Polk.
Present.
Trustee Ford.
Here.
And Trustee Morris, present.
Okay, so today begins the first of many meetings whereby Jake Ford will be our on the board here. So we're going to allow Jake to tell us a few words about himself, please.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Jake Ford. I currently work as a political and policy director for Congressman Darren LaHood here in his Peoria office. As Chief Ahart was stepping away, I was politely asked by Mayor Wigington if I would have an interest in representing the village of Peoria Heights. We talked a bit about my time as the Director of Government Affairs for the Quad Cities Chamber of Commerce, where I grew up, and got to do some fun activities with MetroLink there, and have had some good conversations with board members and staff about some alignments that both those organizations have had. So I've spent most of my career in kind of local government advocacy and some economic development roles, and just thanks everyone for helping me get on board here and making it a seamless transition, and looking forward to helping this organization in every way I can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And then, as you may know, that Dan Morse this will be his last board meeting, and we thank him. Well, thank you for all you've done, Dan, and albeit it was a shorter than normal term, we are very grateful for all your service. So.
And I'd like to say thank you to everyone. It has been an honor and a privilege to be on this board. Mayor Dillon has selected Mr. Scott Ruskusky, correct? He will be my replacement. And I'd say I had huge shoes to fill when I came on board. And I wish you the best with this. It's good. It's a good setup in here. Shamra, you'll be working with her with the Stuff of Us, I believe, her and Megan. A great team, great program there as well. So, yes.
All right. Thank you. Let's have our Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. We were provided meeting minutes from January board meeting. If you've all read them, and if you approve of the minutes, can I get a motion to approve the minutes from January?
Second.
Okay, thank you.
We all in favor?
All in favor of that, say aye.
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 I don't know if we do that or not.
No, that's good. Okay. Were there any communications to report or read?
None.
None. Thank you, Stephanie. Are there any reports from officers and trustees? None? Okay. Thank you. Are there any, moving on to item 6, report of standing committees. We had a safety committee meeting held on January 15th. Are there any reports?
Well, we can yield that to 15 minutes or
Okay.
time.
Okay. Thank you.
ADA committee?
ADA?
We had an internal meeting with just the people from CityLink to discuss our 5th annual WOW event. And we've got some great ideas that are coming, and I appreciate everybody stepping up and taking on responsibilities and doing a little bit extra.
Okay. We'll look forward to that. Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to the report of the general manager. Kofi?
I have one report which has to do with our staffing levels. Since November of 25, we've been able to cut overtime hours up to almost 95%. So it used to be over 650 hours. We're now down to about 120. But all this goes down to being able to staff appropriately. So, and I hope it continues that way.
Okay. Thank you. That's good news.
That would be our operations people.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I don't, is your key back there? I don't see it. Thank you, Mr. Body, for that.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is the approval of the organizational chart. Kofi, do you want to talk about that?
We've had few changes and additions, and for that reason, I hereby recommend that the Board of Trustees approves the updated org chart. As an example, we have positions that have shifted. Safety was reporting to AGM. Safety now reports to me. Shamra was reporting to me. She's now going to be reporting to Brad. That's one of the changes we have on there.
Okay. Is there any discussion on this item? I have a comment, though. Would it make sense to wait till our new board person replaces Dan? Or is that just kind of a, I mean, that'll be effective by next month, but that's just a question.
It will work well if we do it now because it has to be reported for the triennial. So,
Okay.
yes.
So we can move ahead with this, okay, yeah. Okay, do I get a motion to approve the?
So moved.
Second.
Second, okay, thank you. Okay, next we'll move on to CityLink project updates by Brad.
Good evening.
Hello.
We have a couple updates regarding our current projects. The first one is the bus refurbishments. That project has been completed. Comparing going back to December of 2023, we had 81 road calls, and moving on to December of 2025, we had 68. So what this is showing us, along with the purchase of the 10 Gillig buses that we got in during the same time period, but we have limited our road calls by 26%. Miles in between road calls, going back to 2023, the miles were 2,072 miles, and in 2025, 2,561 miles. So we've made about a 24% increase in our mileage as well, but in between the road calls. Fixed route fleet. So we're still in the progress of replacing our current fleet. It is aging. We have an existing quote from Gillig to purchase 5 hybrid buses. Through the staffing changes that we've had, we are confirming that quote is still good. Once we have that quote confirmed, then we'll move forward and submit the paperwork to IDOT for pre-award. We also received a low-no grant to purchase 10 battery electric buses. We have changed that propulsion type due to the unreliability of the current electric buses. We have received approval to purchase hybrids in their place. So right now, that money is sitting out there. We need to write and submit a grant. We do have a new grants person that I'm helping, so we can get that grant submitted, and then it'll take about 4 to 6 weeks to get that grant approved. Once we have that grant approved, then we can move forward with the procurement. There is a Washington State open contract for the purchase of Gillig buses. So hopefully our plans are to piggyback off of that grant to move forward. The fare box discussion that's been ongoing for a while. We had a meeting with the deputy managing director over at Connect. We just wanted to see, because they did a recent procurement, what kind of issues they had, challenges, difficulties in the process. They are still in the middle of it. They have not installed their new fare box system yet, but they have made the procurement and it is ongoing. They plan to start here shortly. One of the discussion points that we had was our needed ability to still accept cash, right? So that has to be an option. There are certain hurdles that we need to jump through, like how to process it through our system, you know, to go through our service lane to be able to drop the cash, as well as not rely on our finance department to go in and open each box individually. There's space requirements, but there's certain challenges that we're trying to get around there. One other thing that we want to move towards is fare capping, which is once you hit the monthly amount through purchasing throughout the month, once you hit that certain amount, then you're good for the rest of the month. So it's a nice little incentive, and of course they can have reloadable cards to help track that for our cash paying customers, and we'll have the vending machines that they can purchase with cash and reload their cards, so that they'll be able to track that as well. So everybody will be able to take advantage of the fare capping. So the next step here, we need to assess a few things with IDOT and make sure we're all on the right track and get everything back running and address the capital spending and existing grants. The next project that we have is our underground storage tank. Our current system has reached the end of its useful life. They are a little over 30 years old. So we're in the process of developing that scope. There's certain environmental issues that we have to jump through some hoops, contact environmental specialists, you know, to make sure we have everything taken care of. The next step would be we're going to consult with the FTA's environmental protection specialist, and then that'll help us develop our plan moving forward. Any questions?
Are there any timelines or deadlines, so to speak, that are imposed upon us to do either fare box or underground tanks?
No. Are you talking in regards to the grant, the funding for the rebuild? I believe we have until, off the top of my head, 2027. That money's still good. So
Okay.
we're not coming up
Okay.
on any expiration dates, so to say.
Okay. All right. Thank
Anything
you,
else?
Fred.
Thank you.
All right. Next we'll move on to operations update. Ken?
Good evening. To start off with, we're just going to go over some quick numbers here for the this month and last month as far as the Peoria ridership goes. Last January, we showed a total of 116,852. This January, we show 128,258, a difference of 9.76. So at least the year is starting out good there. Sunnyland, which is East Peoria and ICC all included, not so good. Last year was 16,736. This month is 15,247. I'm only concerned about East Peoria is that since July of last year up until the end of the year, there's only been 1 month, and that was August, where it showed a positive number. Everything else has been negative. So it's time to do a definite recount and figure out what buses are we using and which operators are working those buses. If I can't get the right numbers from that, I'll have to do what I really don't want to do, and it's called a Section 15 for just that route itself. So, and what that does is the operator will have to report each and every stop, what person gets on, and how many people get off for each stop he makes. So that way I can get a better tally of the number of people that we're transporting, but it just shouldn't show that much of a decline over that long of a period of time. So the peaking routes and the specials, it actually showed a 7.54 increase this year. It went from 8,532 of last year to 9,175 of this year. So it's moving up, it's staying steady. I'm looking at my daily averages here as far as each area. My averages are good, except for, once again, East Peoria is showing in a minus area, so I have to definitely look at East Peoria. So before I go to the question period, in your packets, you have a sheet that says that it mentions routes and stuff missed during that month, okay? I just want to explain briefly that some routes will get missed, like if there's late evening accidents. Because with the late evening accident, I don't have anybody here for an operator to actually cover it, like if it's after 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. And if that driver has to be tested, then that route's gonna be down. And that happened once. It's been a couple of times that we had the buses just break down, and we just did not have buses to replace them at that time or to replace them quick enough to get them back in service. And so a lot of times with that, we'll actually use a van, which in some cases a van might be too small to cover the whole route. So you hit what you can and then meet with the operator coming in, so. Other than that, any questions?
I just had one. When you were talking about the ICC and Sunnyland,
Mm-hmm.
is ICC still having the dorm thing where we were making the special routes for them because they have a dorm issue?
Yes.
So would that be why?
No, because if that's the case, then I should show that much of an increase on our side. And I'm not showing that percentage of an increase, so, yeah, so.
And thank you for the explanation on the missed routes.
Okay. Any other?
I was gonna ask.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know that's been in the packets and nothing's ever been said how that happened, so, yeah, so. Any other questions?
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Ken. Okay, next up is the security and training updates. Bettina?
Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Talk about the updates for the security, safety, and training. I'm going to start off with our accidents. This month, we had 2 preventable accidents. Both accidents were with fixed objects. The root cause is the result of the operators failing to provide proper vehicle clearance along with proper utilization of their mirrors. And the mitigation was the 2 employees were coached, retrained, which included revisiting the scene to ensure knowledge of maintaining proper vehicle clearance and mirror utilization, along with reminding everyone the importance of our safety best practices via our digital system. Safety committee updates. Our safety committee, the purpose of the safety committee is to identify the safety concerns, potential hazards, policies, procedures, and processes that are no longer effective. We work together as a team also to improve the safety culture and performance by reducing the numbers and rates of safety events, injuries, and assaults on transit workers by implementing continuing trainings and awareness via email and our digital monitors located throughout our facilities. The safety committee is composed of the safety officer and an equal number of employees from the management team and union members. Our meetings are ongoing throughout the year on the 3rd Thursday of each month to discuss and address the current safety concerns, suggestions, changes, and events from the previous month and discuss the events for upcoming months. Our last meeting was held on Thursday, January 15th, 2026 at 11 a.m. in the 3rd floor conference room. Security updates. We currently have contracted security officers along with off-duty and retired police officers working together at the Transit Center. We're in the process of adding to our team 4 retired police officers to assist due to the off-duty police officers' workload, which has increased at the Peoria Police Department. The current extreme temperatures has caused an increased amount of people loitering in and around the building. The officers have continued their visibility and communication throughout the building and outside at the lineups to ensure they maintain our policies to provide safety, security, and assistance where needed for the passengers as well as our CityLink employees. Training and safety updates. We currently have 3 new operators in training and 1 mechanic. We currently have online and in-person refresher trainings for our employees, along with our upcoming mandatory quarterly safety meetings for all employees to be held February 16th through the 19th, 2026, with a makeup day on February the 27th, 2026. These meetings are designed to provide employees with safety trainings, along with any policy changes that may have taken place since our last meetings. We monitor and send out reminders and updates to all employees concerning severe weather warnings. Our accident incident summary. In January, we had 2 preventable accidents. In our prior months, December, we had 1, and November, we had 3 preventable accidents and 1 preventable incident. We're working towards a 0 accident and incidents monthly. Any questions?
Can you go back to your previous slide?
Yes.
So, and we're talking incident accident summary. Are these incident accidents across the whole organization, or are these only talking about ones that are related to operators and movement of a vehicle? Do we have any other accidents or incidents that are outside of that?
This is the whole, and
Okay.
it's preventable only. We have other accidents and incidents, but they're non-preventable, which involves people, other people, like another vehicle that might have run into our vehicle that we had no control of. So all of these are preventable incidents and accidents throughout the whole.
So I'm talking more other things that may occur in the workplace, like slips, trips, falls, other things not related to vehicles. Do we have other preventable accidents or others that are outside of just when it comes to our bus operating?
So that would fall into our work comp if we had incidents and accidents like that. That would be our work comp.
Okay, so is
And
that
work
something
comp
that?
is not included in
Okay,
this.
so is that something that we can get reports on in the future? So that, knowing, how many, lost time accidents or things like that, because those are other things we need to look at
Okay.
as control costs and things to, keep us from
Yes,
having those type of issues. So it would be good if we could start knowing that as well.
most definitely. I can make sure you get that next month. Any
Perfect.
other questions? All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right, next we'll have our report of paratransit from Greg.
I'll be presenting for review.
Okay.
So starting off with on-time performance, for last month, We Drive You had an 89% on-time performance compared to the previous month, which was 73. So it looks like there was an improvement there. When it comes to vehicle accidents and incidents, there was one accident that had to do with a vehicle backing up and improper use of mirrors. And there is also one passenger incident where a passenger fell off the bus whilst on the lift. Okay. Staffing. We Drive You currently have 40 operators. They have 7 dispatchers, 3 mechanics, 3 utility staff, and safety and training. They have 5 currently in training, 5 behind the wheel, and they had 5 graduates last month. Can you put up the graph? Okay. So what I just said, I didn't realize that it's showing up there. Is what has been displayed up there where we're comparing previous month to the current month. But one big difference, like I said, is the on-time performance, which with the rate at which they are hiring, I hope it stays that way where on-time performance would not be an issue for us again.
I have a question on the total ridership. Why is the January county link so much lower than December? Do you have any idea?
Let's see. So, county link has always been lower because there are times where when CityLift has not got enough drivers. CityLift is mostly ADA related. So there are times that they end up moving assistants from county to the CityLift because one who calls to request for a ride and is ADA, you have to accommodate that one. So there are times they make those shifts. I don't know if that is what impacted the numbers there, but priority is given to CityLift in most cases. Yeah.
Okay. You think we could find out further, though?
It's
on
something
that?
I'll look
Might
into.
get-
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I just have one thing to Pastor Greg. I'd like to know what the complaints are. He's got 3 down here for complaints.
Okay.
Was it on time, didn't show? That would be it. And what is, in the contract, what did we agree to for an on-time performance percentage?
I think 90%.
Okay,
Yes,
all right,
90%.
okay.
Okay. Next, we'll move to the public comments. None? Okay.
Can I go back
Yeah.
just?
Sorry.
Safety. Do you, when I'm looking at the We Drive You, they have a safety, like monthly topic. Do we have that as well? Like, and when you do safety, is it safety company-wide?
So we have quarterly meetings.
Okay, okay.
And our next meeting is coming up in
Okay,
February.
but, do you have like a plan for the year? Do you have like, a topic that you cover for safety every month? Or do you have a topic that you cover every quarter, that, something specific that you're distributing as safety information? I only thought about that because I saw it on the We Drive You. They have a safety topic of the month. So do we do that too, or?
So we have a safety topic at our quarterly meetings, but we add to it, and we weigh that on what accidents and incidents that's currently happening, if it's an assault that's going on at that time, if it's some kind of safety issue that's weighing right at that time. That's how we gear it.
Okay.
We change it like
So
that.
you don't have something that's predetermined? You sort of
No.
go with,
We go with,
what's actually happening at the time?
yes.
Got it.
But but we can have a predetermined one, but because we're a little bit larger than them, we have different things that they
Okay.
have, and
Okay.
we gear ours to the public and the passengers and stuff.
Thank you. And then one more. Not from you, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm done, thank you. We didn't really talk about facilities and maintenance, and I just had one question. I don't know who wants to answer it. Do all the buses have heat that we have out there on the streets?
Last month, we only had 1 bus reported without heat, and it was repaired the same day.
Okay,
So
okay.
as far as I know, everything out there is, heat's working correctly.
Okay, and then my only other question was, it's shown the buses that came back from being refurbished, and one of them immediately ended up back not operating, which 2210 maybe, I can't find my note.
Yes,
But-
that one was having electrical issues.
Okay,
It was a very lengthy diagnostic process to figure it out. Then
Okay.
we had to order parts, and then it came in, it's
Okay.
repaired.
my only question on that is, if we just got it back and it was refurbished, should we not have had that kind of issue?
We did send it back to them for
Okay.
warranty repair.
Okay,
They found out it wasn't a warranty item, so
okay,
we had it brought back here for repairs.
okay, all right, thank you.
Okay.
I'm done.
So were there any public comments to report? Okay. Any old business? No, okay. Moving to the new business, item A is the approval of a workman's comp settlement number 2026-1, the amount of $62,384.25. Since Bill's not here. Oh, he's online? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, Bill. Go ahead. All right.
I move we accept the settlement as presented.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Take a roll call vote, please.
Chairman Hare,
Approve.
Trustee Knox,
Approve.
Trustee Sterling Pope,
Approved?
Trustee Ford,
Approve.
and Trustee Morse approved.
Okay, thank you. The motion is approved. Next is Resolution 2624, the recommendation to authorize the acceptance and use of Illinois local and state transportation funds. Kofi?
The purpose of this resolution is to obtain board authorization for the Greater Peoria Mass Transit District to accept and utilize Illinois local and state transportation funding that supports public transit operations and capital needs. Recommendation. It is recommended that the Board of Trustees approves Resolution 2624 authorizing the acceptance and use of Illinois local and state transportation funds.
All right, can I get a motion to approve this?
So moved. Second.
Second, thank you. Let's do a roll call vote.
Chairman Hare,
Approve?
Trustee Knox,
Approve.
Trustee Sterling Pope,
Approved?
Trustee Ford,
Approve.
and Trustee Morse approved.
All right, next on the agenda is Resolution 26-25, recommendation to enter into a real estate lease agreement between GPMTD and PCCEO for a period of 36 months from January 1, 2026 through December 31st, 2028. Shamra?
Good evening, board members. The purpose of this summary is to recommend a real estate lease agreement between Greater Peoria Mass Transit District and PCCEO, or Head Start, for an additional 3 years ending 2028. It is recommended that the Greater Peoria Mass Transit District Board of Trustees authorizes a real estate lease agreement with PCCEO, or Head Start, in order to lease a portion of the real estate located at 415 Southwest Adams Street, Peoria, Illinois 61602, exclusively for the operation of a daycare center for a period of 36 months.
Question, and I don't know, I might have missed it in the packet, but, and is there a annual renewal as part of that 3-year agreement?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and it'll be for $3,200 per month.
Is this a moneymaker?
I can't say if it's a money maker, but they're one of our partners.
My only reason, because I'm treasurer, we need to have some revenue generating things. And so are we breaking even with this, or we don't? Is it less than, is it more than this to operate? We're giving them a break by giving them $3,200. I just kind of need to know where we fall with this particular contract. I know we got all kinds of community stuff, but we can't give everything away.
Yeah.
So I just need to know where this $3,200,
It was set up like this from the very beginning with the general manager that we had in the past. And so basically, the way that it was set up, it was because of a partnership, and then also with the things that have been going on with PCCEO, with them not being able to receive the funds for Head Start as they usually do. That's why it was set with this amount.
okay, there's not much we can do about it now since you already have it here. But in the future,
No, I disagree.
okay,
We don't have to, I was gonna ask the same question. We do need to know if because of being fiscally responsible for the district, we do need to know if whether we're losing money, whether it's costing us. We wanna be good community partners, but that is a vital piece to know before we were to approve, extending that contract. So I think we need to know that.
Okay. Do we want to table that?
I will.
Because I didn't see that in the packet.
we just need,
Can I assist?
yes, please.
It does generate revenue. The revenues have to go back into that facility. So it does generate revenue.
How much?
The price of what they pay, the $3,200 a month, it is considered revenue for the district, but that money has to be used back into a transit function. So it does go to pay for any kind of maintenance work or lighting. I mean, it goes to what is down there. That is one of the things that I learned that through the triennial.
Mhm.
So that was one of the things that we were talking about.
But does that generate a break-even point if that goes back in to operating costs and overhead, which is perfectly fine? Does it cost us money?
No, it
Okay.
does not cost us money.
Okay.
It goes into directly, I mean, you're gonna have your odd-out plumbing issue, you're gonna have your, your electrical issue, something that we have to take care of, but no, it does not cost us money. The plumbing and mechanical issues that we have down there don't compare to what we have coming in from it. The revenues are directly put back into the facility down there.
So $3,200 a month is profit?
We own the property, so we don't really have overhead for that section of the property. They pay their own electric bills. They take care of all of that.
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
All right, well then I move we accept the resolution as presented.
Second?
Second, okay. Roll call vote, please.
Chairman Hare,
Approve?
Trustee Knox,
Approve?
Trustee Sterling Pope,
Approved.
Trustee Ford,
Approved.
and Trustee Morse, approved.
All right, our next item is, thank you, Shamra, is Resolution 26-26, the recommendation to exercise the final option year available for Allied Universal for unarmed security. Bettina?
Good evening again. The Greater Peoria Mass Transit District is exercising its final option year under its existing contract with Allied Universal to continue providing unarmed security services. Under this agreement, Allied Universal will supply one unarmed security officer at a time to staff a full-time security position located at the transit center. This arrangement ensures continuous full-time security coverage at the transit center during all hours of operation, supporting the safety and security of passengers, employees, and facilities. It is recommended that the Board of Trustees authorize a one-year contract renewal to Allied Universal for unarmed security services at the Transit Center for the period of February 20th, 2026 through February 20th, 2027.
Okay, and any questions regarding this?
I move we accept as presented.
Second.
Second, okay. Thank you. Motion is passed.
Thank you.
Next will be the resolution 2627. Sorry. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes, sir. Can we move, or do a roll call vote? Or all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay? Okay. Motion passes. Thank you, Bill. Next, we have the resolution 2627, the recommendation to exercise the final option year with Everside Marathon Health Clinic. Brad?
The purpose of this summary is to recommend the final option contract award to Marathon Health for employee health clinic professional services. In an effort to further promote the wellness of our employee population and reduce overall healthcare benefit costs, the Greater Peoria Mass Transit District is seeking to continue providing healthcare with a no-cost employee health center covered employees and their dependents. Healthcare insurance benefits account for approximately 15% of our annual budget. Over the calendar year 2025, the initiative of gross savings of $425,109 with total annual cost, including flat fees, variable cost amounting to $194,000. This results in a 119% return on investment. This amount exceeds projection of 48% ROI, showing significant progress has been made. It is recommended the Board of Trustees award a one-year contract renewal to Marathon Health for employee health clinic professional services for a period of 1 year from February 1st, 2026 through January 31st, 2027. Annual flat fee of $175,759.72, plus the cost of variable lab work and pharmaceutical supplies. This is the final option year of the contract.
Okay, are there any questions for Brad?
No questions, but I appreciate you giving us the exhibits and showing exactly what we're paying for. That was great, thank you.
I have to admit, I don't take credit for that. That was Paige.
All right, can I get a motion to approve?
I'll move we accept the resolution as presented.
Second?
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Roll call vote?
Chairman Hare,
Approve?
Trustee Knox,
Approve.
Trustee Sterling Polk,
Approved.
Trustee Ford,
Approve.
and Trustee Morse, approved.
Thank you, Brad. Don't go anywhere, because Resolution 2628 is the recommendation to adopt the GPMTD background check policy guidelines.
The purpose of this is to modify our current internal guidelines for conducting background checks on candidates for employment at Greater Peoria Mass Transit District. The district is committed to maintaining a safe and secure work environment and ensuring compliance with applicable federal and state employment laws. As such, I'm suggesting minor changes to our background check policy guidelines. Changes include expanded felony convictions look back to 10 years, previously 7. It included a statement of vulnerable population that we serve. It gives the district discretion to rescind job offers when a candidate's criminal history, regardless of age, is determined to be incompatible with ethical standards required for the role. Added record retention guidelines. For candidates not hired, records will be kept for 2 years. The employees who are hired, records will be retained for the duration of their employment, but not less than 2 years. As far as financial impact, there is no direct financial impact. We're already background checking through AIM. Recommendation is recommended the Board of Trustees adopt Greater Peoria Mass Transit District's background check policy guidelines effective February 9, 2026 to support the district's hiring practices and compliance standards.
Okay, are there any questions on this?
Just one from me, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead.
Is there any worry about time this takes to conclude background checks? I mean, it's not gonna take additional to look 7 to 10 years, but then also the ability to rescind. You still think you guys will move swiftly to go through the hiring process?
I don't believe it should. No, it will not.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. Have there been, or what led up to this resolution or proposal? I mean, I guess is that extra 3 years a factor, or?
This ensures the compliance with federal and state employment laws. Regrettably, I cannot speak
Okay.
to if it brings us up to a standard or if we were at the standard before.
Okay. All right. thank you. Can I get a motion to approve this?
So moved.
Second.
Second, okay, thank you. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, finally, we're at the financial report. Thank you. Arletta?
Good evening, everyone. The purpose of this summary is to summarize January 2026 financial activities by operating and restricted funds and to seek approval for the payment of invoices submitted. As of January 31st, 2026, total monthly operating expenses is $2,512,030.09. Year-to-date operating expenses amount to $21,658,530.47. It is recommended that the Board of Trustees approve the requested disbursements.
Okay, any questions? If not,
The ones I had, I've already given to the general manager, so I'm good.
okay, can I get, roll call vote to,
We got a motion.
I'm sorry, motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All right, thank you. Roll call vote, please.
Chairman Hare,
Approve.
Trustee Knox,
Approve.
Trustee Stolling Pope,
Approved.
Trustee Ford,
Approve.
Trustee Morse, approved.
Okay, motion is approved, thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else you need to cover? Okay.
Motion.
Motion to, can I get a motion to conclude our meeting for this evening?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Okay.
All in favor, aye.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you.